In the game Genshin Impact, an enemy will turn into multiple particles and become invisible when getting killed. The God of Fire, Ifrit, chooses the similar style to escape from the battle in the game Final Fantasy VII Remake. They are all the dissolving effects. That will be the main topic in the 4th episode in the series Unity Shader Graph. Dissolving is one of the most popular visual effects in computer graphics, and there are many ways to implement it in the game. Today I'll show you my method, which relies heavily on the alpha property. The alpha value is commonly stored in the alpha channel of the albedo texture, and it can be multiplied with the alpha channel of the tint color to produce the final alpha. For objects rendered in the transparent mode, the alpha value will decide how transparent each point on their surface is. A low alpha value means more transparent, and vice versa. A high alpha value means less transparent. It's just simple like that. On the screen, I put two identical hanging hourglasses side by side. The front one has low alpha values so that you can see the sand inside through the glass layer. On the other hand, the hourglass on the back uses high alpha value and you can hardly see through the glass layer. You may see that this setup is used quite regularly when we want to render the glass, the bubbles, or the window. The alpha map can do much more than this. Let's take a look at this fence. You can see every little details of the wire clearly, and this beautiful model comes with a cost. It has nearly 700,000 vertices, which is absolutely not ready to be used in the game. In fact, it will be seen from a far distance most of the time. Then it's a great idea to use a low poly version when being far away, like this gold net. This trick helps a lot in reducing the poly count, especially when combined with a physically based clothes like the way this gold net interacts with the bone. In order to see through the fence and the net, we can set the alpha values of the empty areas at 0. But be aware, the pixels with 0 alpha will still be rendered and cost the power. For cut-out objects having multiple holes such as the fence or the gold net, we need a better way to not render those pixels. The alpha value can also be used to decide which pixel should be rendered and which one should be clipped or discarded. In order to do that, we need a threshold, a number to compare. That number is called the alpha clip threshold. Any pixels with the alpha value lower than this threshold will be clipped, and the rest will be rendered normally. Let's take a look at this grass texture and examine its alpha channel. With the threshold set at 0, all the pixels will be rendered, so your grass looks like a billboard. At 0.2, any pixel having the alpha value lower than that will be clipped, and the grass looks much better. Similarly, if we increase the threshold to 0.9, only the pixels having the alpha value greater than that are rendered. Part of the grass blades over here are missing, since they have the alpha value lower than 0.9. So, picking an appropriate threshold is important. Take this tree as an example of how the alpha clip threshold should be used. It looks quite good in every angle, but what makes it stand out is the number of vertices, only less than 800.
Wow!
The leaves are just multiple quads cutting out by the alpha clip thresholds.
2,000 years later.
We will create a dissolving shader, letting the playing card disappear partly over time, like in this bubble.